Hello to you and you. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. We're going to do an Aries season random mini weekend read. Something you need to have a sense of humor about. Something we all need to have a sense of humor about. Wait, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Adventuring. Specifically vague. I'm going to keep this specifically vague. What does that mean? Obsidian. Okay. This is kind of what energy to do, what we want to do, what we want not to do. And I'm going to keep it specifically vague about having a sense of humor instead of fighting. It's like playing with your enemy until they can't fight with you anymore or something. Like, you're silly, like someone's coming at you and you're just kind of having a fun time with it. Like something that could be very serious. We're going to be a little sillier. Maybe? Hold on. Yeah, this is definitely a general, vague, collective message for everybody. It's going to help us work together if we all kind of do this. Wait, is that? Okay. So collectively, the way that we deal with hardships and opposition is changing completely. The way that we work together as a society, being very black or white about the way that we see things, and more importantly, the way we react to difficult situations. How do we bring our own sunshine? Very specific to us and our soul, because this is the age of Aquarius, so that talks about individuality. Moving from group think to individual think. Instead of having the flag of the country that you live in, you create your own flag and put it on your wall. Your own brand. You tailor fitting your environment kind of to who you really are on the inside so that you can fully create. Because we're going to be moving into a time of creation, moving away from this time of destruction. Believe it or not, even though it might get a little hairy here the next couple of years. There are the forces that want us to be fighting, trying to cause revolution. I've said this before, and I'm not going to get into the story of how I know this, but whenever you start hearing about reptilians and reptilian shapeshifters and the leaders are all reptilian, you know that there's this shadowy group of men who are trying to start a revolution, who are trying to start a civil war. And I've been kind of watching closely and seeing that happen over the last 12, 15 years. I'm old, I'm in my 40s. Okay. And I know all those guys in that old boys club. I know them all. I know what they're up to. So just know that there are people that are trying to start war, trying to start fights, getting everybody all frothed up and foaming at the mouth, depriving. So there's going to be maybe some depriving, and we're going to have to be a little tougher than we normally are. Maybe we've gotten a little soft and it's not going to kill us. To be alert, to get off our phones, to start supporting the communities that we live in and not just the ones online that we interact with, which that's good too, of course. Keep interacting with people online, but we're moving away from that into action. We can talk the talk, but can we walk the walk? Let me see you walk. Right? But let's talk about your individual expression of your soul in this place together. Sense of humor. So during these difficult times where we're going to have to be a little bit stronger than normal, we're going to have more of a sense of humor about ourselves as well. How? I don't know. Oh, okay. So we are very far away from true consciousness of ourselves, the true expression of who we are. So this stage is a little bumpy, but we're getting there. Having a sense of humor is only for you, is what I'm talking about. It's asking me to share that. I am constantly living inside jokes with myself, really. And I think anyone that's a really old soul does that. Kind of like we are more in control of our lives, who we are, and the manifestation of what we are physically and soul-wise than we think we are. Way more in control. And because I know that, I can kind of have a sense of humor about me as a person. So my name, Dance Walker, it's not very creative. It's my mom's last name and my dad's last name, So my dance side of the family are potato farmers. And and the way I look, I'm a basic white girl in her 40s who, bears kind of a striking resemblance to a little potato sometimes. And that's hilarious to me. Like, that's my kind of higher self sense of humor. And it's like when you can look at yourself that way and know that you created this life and manifested this life in kind of a pure childlike sense of humor, joyous way. So this being stuck in this cold, dark, completely defensive, I'm in this by myself and it's me against the world mentality isn't going to be helpful for any of us. So that means being a little more vulnerable when it comes to working together and being together, and being a hell of a lot less judgmental about each other and a hell of a lot more forgiving and of ourselves. So if you can laugh with yourself, even if you're by yourself right now, that's going to be a step in the right direction for us to work together, to come together, but as separate individuals instead of being the hive mind. You're going to have your own mind now. It's time to think with our own minds now. Like that Bjork song, declare independence. Don't let them do that to you. We're coming out of this almost primordial state of being, this muck of being intertwined in other people's outdated, deceased people's ideas of what the world needs to look like. Every generation has prophets. We don't need to be listening to the prophets that were squawking 4,000 years ago. We have prophets in every generation, and we need to listen to our younger children. We need to listen to the young ones who are the old ones. There's no more time to waste. There's no more time to play games. We need to be who we are, and we need to remember that we are light beings. We have to have a sense of humor about ourselves and the way that we present. And knowing that it's all divine, we're all made of stars, we're all feeling a little out of place, and we're all feeling a little out of place in our own skin. So we need to give each other room to breathe and to be and to express and to laugh at ourselves and each other a little bit. That's how we're going to get through these difficult times where those who are in power are trying to deprive us, to sick us on each other. That's how the devil works. Go watch that movie, Needful Things. Read that book by Stephen King. Stephen King gets it. That's how they do it. Don't let them. So another amazing author who really, really got it was Ray Bradbury. Go read Something Wicked This Way Comes. Or there's a really great audio book you could listen to. I don't know about the movie. Skip it. They missed a lot. Something Wicked This Way Comes or Needful Things. And Something Wicked This Way Comes, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's the universal truth that you know deep in your heart already, that laughter and joy and dancing is what squashes the devil. Expression. You know, there is no satanic music. If it's music, it's of God. Anything truly dark and evil is silent. There is no expression. There is no creativity. It's just a dark hole. So let's be more open about what we accept with ourselves, with society, and have a sense of humor. You are funny, and there are things about you that you created just as an inside joke for yourself. So find those things. Have a good laugh with yourself and at yourself. And that's going to help us get through a rough patch. To a world that is beautiful and functional, where we listen to the young ones who know because they are old. We'll start remembering who we are and why we are together. And how it does all make sense. And how it can be joyous. And how the dark ones ain't gonna win. There will be justice. There will be joy. We just need to toughen up a little bit. Get off our devices. Reintroduce ourselves to ourselves. As unique individuals in communities working together to rebuild infrastructure. The old life is falling, and it's in its death throes right now. You know, the dark ones are going to really start grasping at the ones that are here to help. The ones that truly see, the pure hearts are getting attacked like never before. Right now. So if you feel like you are under spiritual attack, stay strong, have a sense of humor, laugh, dance. It's the whole point of Something Wicked This Way Comes, and the whole point of Needful Things is how they sick each other on each other, how they sick us on one another, and it's a perpetual machine, fueled by resentments and retaliation and dark thoughts. Right? That's over. Happiness, joy, we're choosing it. We're choosing to be individuals. Declare independence. Don't let them do that to you. Like Björk says, you're going to paint your own flag. You're going to make your own music. You're going to write your own Bible. I mean, you're not going to play God, though. We can absolutely learn from the mistakes of those whose stories are in some of the great religious texts. We can learn from those who played God and how they destroyed entire civilizations with them. No more. Wow, that was not a mini. I'm going to pull one more card here. And I'm going to get going. Change. Changes. Change is good. We need it. We want it. So don't ever forget that you want it. We want it. We all want it. We all need it. No fear. Be unique. Be vulnerable. And stand up for the unique soul that you are. That's what you need. That's freedom. And we can do it together. All right. I'm going to leave it there. That was not so much of a mini weekend collective reading for Aries season. I'm Walker. I'm a little potato person. I come from potato farmers. And that's funny to me. I'm Dance Walker, right? This is Dance Walker Tarot. And I'm glad that you were able to join me today to laugh at me and laugh at yourself. We can do this. We got this. I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.